she from the she ain't from the DMV. She from Maryland, yo.
You know, shawty from down here in the A.
Somehow they met each other somewhere, fell in love. You got pandemics and
Couple COVID tests.
marital bliss and
Here they are. Date night with Walt and Rae.
what's happening?
What up?
Date night with Walt and Rae. I'm Walt.
I'm Rae.
What's happening, everybody? Pretty exciting. Episode 2 of Date Night with Walt and Rae.
Skipped last week.
Yeah, we had to work up some things. I had to put some stuff together, kind of settle it so that we would be capable of, putting together like a complete show. I didn't have to do a lot of editing. Not to say that the first show was completely edited, but it was just stuff I had to piece together. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Date Night with Walt and Rae. Pretty excited. It's Friday, February. I think, what is it? February. What's today's date? February the 5th, 6th,
4th.
It's the 4th. Okay, I'm tripping.
It's the 4th.
I could have just easily looked
It's the
at
4th day of Black History Month as well.
Okay. Shouts out Black History Month. Yes. And of course, I always take time out to shouts out to all of my HBCUs. People who have attended HBCUs. I feel like we are the epitome of what Black history is. I mean, and really, if you think about it, most HBCUs have some form of connection to history or Black history, or just American history for that much. I always feel like Black history would need more than a month. Okay, well, we got 28 days or 27 days or something like that. 28 days.
Yep.
Yeah, that sucks. That completely sucks.
Like Whitney said.
We need like the 31. Oh yeah, she went to,
You gotta get that sound. You gotta throw that in there.
when her and Bobby they was high out of their minds. Speaking of Bobby, you did see that Lifetime is doing a biopic. Not a biopic, but
what do you call those? A biography? A biography.
Biography, I guess. Yeah, something
A
like that.
bioflick.
Yeah, something like that, or a documentary. We'll just call it a documentary because so we saw that also the time when we saw that Janet Jackson was doing her whole documentary about just her whole life story and stuff like that. I enjoyed it, actually.
Yeah, I loved it too. I mean, I feel like I don't know. I've always liked Janet Jackson, but I'm young, so
You didn't really. I had older
some
cousins.
of that stuff, all the seduction stuff. By the time I got to that,
Yeah.
it's kind of nasty. I don't wanna stop just because. Like, you know how they be getting off.
I had
sexual?
older cousins that were just like fanatics of Janet Jackson.
It
So,
was
like, I remember my cousin Keisha and Carla, like at their pool in Fayetteville, they used to like do the Rhythm Nation dance, doom doo 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 doo, and they used to be like tutting and stuff like that. So they were really big Janet Jackson fans. I used to watch all of the Michael and Janet Jackson cassette tapes. Like they had concerts, but they would also have like cassette tapes. So at home you could just kind of feel like you were there. So my cousins had a boatload of them. Whenever we stayed over the night, we would watch them. Random story, but anyway, that's just how that goes. It was really good. If you got a chance to watch it, please go and watch the Janet Jackson special on not VH1 but Lifetime.
Yep. So good.
Yeah. You don't know what else to say, huh?
We're trying to transition.
Yeah, go by the sheet. If there's a lull, just go by the sheet. Yeah, we're working through some stuff. Okay, so here's what
You cutting this out anyway, so.
No, I'm not cutting it. No, this is going legit.
What?
Yeah, this is going legit. I told you this is why we took off a week. This is why we took off a week. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, I was trying to segue to get my wife to kind of talk about it. If she's going by the sheet that I gave her. But we do have a new website coming out.
No, not coming out. It's out. Date night with WaltandRae.com.
All right.
That's it.
Yes.
All one word.
Yes.
It's coming out already.
What else do we got?
Got the Twitter. It's at date night _WR. I couldn't get the whole thing.
I figured. It's okay.
But
WR. You get it.
date night _WR.
Right.
Of course, we got Instagram, date night _Walt and Rae. So
y'all make sure y'all follow, hit the tap, follow button, share anything, save a
Yes.
like a something, we'll have some of these segments posted on the Instagram.
Yes,
and
we're
stuff
also
like
on Spotify.
Spotify.
So iHeartRadio we should be on soon. But all for your listening pleasures.
Yeah. And we got some new T-shirts too. T-shirts and hats, some what we call it, memorabilia. I don't want to call it merch yet. I don't want to call it merch yet. I think these are like the inaugural ones. So the people that we give it to is kind of be like,
it's special.
You want to
get
keep
one
it.
of these shirts. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? So these are
big. You want to have. See, I had that shirt when it first came out. You know,
right.
But yes, supplied by my good friend Nia.
Oh, shouts out! Major shouts out to Nia,
helping us to look our best.
Yeah, supplied us with the drip. That's what the young folk call it. The drip.
Oh, you said something P.
Oh no, that's what. I didn't say that's what. I think that's what Gunna and Young Thug done created.
Oh, you said something was on P. I was like,
pushing P. That's what they pushing P.
Oh, okay.
Somebody, I saw a meme. They told their mama, "I'm pushing P." She said, "You pushing pussy?"
Oh my gosh.
I mean, the way it sounds, it's like pushing P. What are you talking about? Anyway,
so in this week's news, it's been crazy. Like, what about those 8 bomb threats?
Oh my goodness! To start off Black History Month.
To start out Black History Month, that's nothing but the devil.
And all at HBCU. All of them at historically Black colleges and universities. That's the story. Albany State. Yeah, that was terrible. That was very terrible. I'm not sure if they've identified a suspect or anybody, but
no, but they had to close all the schools.
They definitely did. Yeah, kept students from the campus and stuff like that. That's pretty scary.
So that's,
yeah, no,
you
I
know,
don't like that.
And in other news, Rihanna and ASAP Rocky,
their
new baby.
Yes.
Although it was already speculated that she was pregnant. What was it at her when she was? I think it's when the Bahamas became independent. Not the Bahamas, but I forgot what it was. And she's a part of their board.
Right. I think she became a part of some type of council or something
that's
like
so
that.
bad. We should be knowing our stuff when we get up on here. But
but no, you're bringing
everybody
up,
had suspected it then. I was like, let that let it live. And then bam. I said the internet sure do know how to say it before it's happening. Like that was crazy. Like I mind my business, but others was straight. I mean, it was on it.
Yeah, people pay very, very close attention to a lot of different stuff. That I don't really get it why, but it's a little bit dramatic. I did see though, Cameron posted on Instagram, and he captioned under it October 2021, and he was promoting sort of like a sexual enhancer for men, and ASAP drank it, right, to promote it for Cameron, and then he posts right after that, ASAP and Rihanna with the baby. And he's just like, check the dates. So I guess he's gonna
He's gonna be a godfather,
right? Place himself to be responsible. But that's something Cameron would do or probably say.
I bet.
Yeah, I got to talk about this. I mean, you kind of brought it up to me, and I was like, wait, what? And then you showed it to me from your Instagram. Tell us about this. Spoiler alert, if you have not caught up with Power, aren't catching up with Power, like go ahead and fast forward like 5 minutes, because I think Rachel is gonna drop some bombs on us.
Not even a few. It's real simple.
Okay.
Mecca, who we all know is Dante. You know what I'm saying?
And Dante is in relation to whom?
Monet's baby daddy.
Yes.
Zeke's father.
Yeah.
He's also, we just figured out, a snitch.
A major snitch, a huge snitch, and somehow him and Tariq have crossed paths.
Always because of his father, Ghost.
Okay, now explain that.
We believe the bomb dropped that we think Mecca, Dante, is Ghost's brother.
And so...
you're going to be able to explain that a little bit better because you actually know Power. I stopped, but someone made a good point that... if you've watched Power, that whole snitching ordeal and how Ghost was able to kill.
Yes. Yes.
He was able to. I hate doing this with people, but
he was able to kill Lobos.
Lobos, and then
correct.
And so then at that point, Dante, aka Mecca, or whatever,
right,
ends up not even having to hide
Bruh.
which is the crazy part. And
here's what it says on because you sent it to me from the Shade Room. What if Mecca is Ghost's brother? Question mark. In book 1, Tommy asked Ghost what happened to his brother and called him that Spanish mother. And Ghost said he was in the military.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Now we know Dante boasts about being in the military.
Yep. Never being a snitch.
Never being a snitch, but
Never
just
being
being
with
in
the popo.
But Dante, I think Kane kind of sniffed it out early on in the season, right? So then Monet and Mecca talked about who he left her to join the military years ago to see. Ghost speaks Spanish too. Yeah, those two are brothers.
Or cousins or some type of family.
Some form of a relation.
Tariq, of course, finds this out from his lawyer. He was like, hey, just give me the lowdown on this particular guy. And then he was able to use that leverage and not to be dead when he took his bag with
all of the information.
All the information and passports and everything.
Right. This looks pretty scary. I don't know how else to kind of take that situation to heart, but that was pretty serious. But moving along, I can't wait for the Super Bowl. Let's just give a shout out for the NFC and AFC champions.
I don't know.
Out of the AFC, the Cincinnati Bengals, who last year only won 4 games, period.
Yeah.
And then over in the NFC, you got the Rams that Rachel was adamant about. And you were telling us, you was like, Odell is going to help them, and they're going to go. And I have to admit, Rachel was right. Odell was playing very well in the entire playoffs, even in the home game before they played San Francisco. Or was it San Francisco? No, I'm not sure if that was them. But I know he did that little flea flicker and that little.
But when he was at Cleveland,
pass,
but when he was at Cleveland, everybody was talking about this. Well, should we even really be paying for him and his injuries? And
he had
stuff
speculations.
And I was like, y'all, this is Odell. Did y'all forget? You got a little lull. Things happen, but he's young.
That he is, but
and then you was taking up for people like Cam Newton. I'm like, Cam Newton is gone. I was right about that too. On side note, I was like, it's over. And he had one little good game. I'm back. Back home. You went back home. Not at the Super Bowl. They didn't even get to the playoffs. Yeah. And now here we are with Odell making his comeback and really showing out and showing who he is, even though he's not number one man.
He did, and that's the best part about it. And that's why I will say I'm picking the Rams to win the Super Bowl. I'm picking them to win it all. But before we even dig into that, Ray, we got to go back. We got to talk about the AFC Championship and the NFC Championship because those were the more, I guess, what would you call it? Like the more
stressful games.
The more stressful.
You clench your booty cheeks together, your booty hole. You're like, I don't know what's about to happen right now because the Bills versus Mahomes,
the Chiefs,
homie.
I still believe the Bills should be in the Super Bowl.
Should be. They should.
I think the Bills should be in the Super Bowl.
The only thing they did wrong was pick tails. No, they picked the coin toss. They did everything they could do. You get a touchdown. It's like you're looking at you're thinking it's over and it's not, and it's glorious. But at the same time, it's like, dang, just imagine if you had pick tails.
Had they only left 10 seconds on the clock. This dude took the ball from
he did
13. He only needed 13 seconds.
I loved it.
I could count so many things that went wrong, but so right at the same time because the Bills, I think what ended up happening was the Chiefs went up with like a minute left, and then the Bills came back and took 53 seconds or 50-something seconds and came back and scored, and then the Chiefs only had 13 seconds. Yep. Forgive my math. But like that was amazing. That was an amazing one. And then, of course, we got to talk about Matthew Stafford finally getting the big one, finally getting his opportunity to go to a Super Bowl. Spent so many years in Detroit, not doing much of nothing.
They always doing nothing.
But he was, and
that sucks.
They always said just get him around a good situation and he'll flourish. And I mean, let's be honest. The Rams are a ragtag. I'm not gonna say ragtag, but they are an assembly of players that teams didn't want him. Von Miller from the Broncos, Odell Beckham from Cleveland. You know,
yeah,
they didn't want him. They didn't want him. And then they ended up beating Tom Brady.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was pretty cool to see.
And speaking of Tom Brady retirement,
right?
You might as well.
Finally, let's say finally, because he took
finally, but congratulations, he's done all he could do.
Finally.
No, not
yes.
finally.
Oh my gosh,
you're a hater. Maybe
I'm not a hater.
You know what? Maybe you and Atlanta Falcons will actually make it to the Super Bowl. Maybe this could be your one time. You don't have Roethlisberger to worry about. You haven't had to worry about Breeze.
Oh Lord.
This actually may.
Don't do it.
This actually may work out for you. No Tom Brady and Matt Ryan. I mean, he ain't got that much longer to go. So
yeah, we gonna have to pick up somebody.
Listen,
Arch Manning, Arch Manning 2027. Okay, Arch Manning 2027. You know who Arch Manning is? The next Manning up. Arch Manning 2027.
And you think he's gonna play for Atlanta?
He's gonna be drafted to Atlanta.
Not the Giants.
No, not the Giants. No, not the Giants. Not the Colts. Nobody to Atlanta. Watch. I'm telling you, 2027.
Matt Ryan's still gonna be.
No, he's not.
Fuck that.
He's not gonna be here by 2027. Jesus Christ, that's another 5 years.
Hey,
he's not Tom Brady. I'll tell you that. He's not Tom Brady.
That's why I'm giving you some hope.
I'll say this about Tom Brady. Call it poetic justice. The first Super Bowl he won was against the Rams. The last playoff game that he played was against the Rams. You know, so I don't know, call it poetic justice, call it, I guess, the best way to kind of go out in his situation. He said he didn't want a farewell tour, so, you know, he didn't want to oversaturate it. But, I mean, what do you think, like, from your perspective?
I don't know. It's just about to get real competitive in football altogether. Like I said, no Roethlisberger, no Tom Brady,
no Phillip Rivers.
I mean, like,
no Drew Brees.
It's about to get
Eli,
real.
Peyton,
No Mannings.
No Mannings
right
for a little while. Yeah, you're right.
And so
Matt Ryan is kind of next up. He's around that next era because you got, I think the next up is like kind of like Matt Ryan and Aaron Rodgers to kind of go away.
Well, I'm an Eagles fan. And Devontae and Jalen,
you guys are doing well. You guys are doing well.
So watch out.
You guys are doing very well.
Watch out, because it only gets better.
Do you think anybody's still boycotting?
Boycotting what?
Football.
They may, because of that coach.
Yes. Coach Flores out of Florida. Well, out of Miami.
Out of Miami and complaining, y'all.
Well, I wouldn't say complaining, and I'm going to pull the story because it's pretty serious.
It is pretty serious.
It's extremely serious.
If he's doing a lawsuit and already the teams have said, oh, well, just to let you know, that didn't happen over here. It's like, ooh.
Well, okay, so.
I just hope they don't be on no tricky stuff.
Well, the thing is, this situation is gonna expose what we already know. The reason why the Rooney Rule is implemented anyway is because this is something that we as viewers of the NFL, we already know. So what it says, Brian Flores is going to has a lawsuit against the NFL, and it shines a brutal light on the NFL and the hiring process. Ray, it's about 8 positions. About 4 of them have already been filled up, and no black head coaches are being set up for it. Like, they already know who they're going to go for. Now, Byron Leftwich, who has been speculated to go to the Jacksonville Jaguars coaching situation, I don't even know if that's going to happen anymore. But it's pretty messed up. Did you see the text messages?
Yes, I did.
You did.
All of it is just on Black History Month.
Americans they start acting up when it gets to February. I don't know why Americans start to just act up and start doing stuff to black folks in February.
Stop what you're doing right now, man. You tuned in to Date Night with Walt and Rae.
Date Night with Walt and Rae. I'm Walt.
I'm Rae.
Date Night. Friday, what is it, February 5th? 4th. February 4th.
Yep, 4th.
4th, yes. All right, so I got to go back. Last night, Rae and I were sitting around. We was trying to cut up some audio and cut up some things, and I don't know. Maybe you should say it, Rae, because I think this was great, but it did kind of go off the rails a little bit. It was fun.
You're the one that just wants to share.
It was funny. It was funny. It was a good one. I think you definitely came out of your shell for sure. I don't think it went bad. I say went off the rails because, man, did it go off the rails.
What up? Up next.
Oh, no.
You can beat that up. That'd be cool, right?
And of course, I tried to get serious. I got serious, and then I was like, all right, I'll keep it straight. But then this happened again.
What up?
She does it again. No.
What up?
No.
This is Rae, aka First Lady Rae.
You gotta say what's up. Just kidding with then I just started to join in.
What up?
I gotta get this computer back tomorrow. I'm dropping the cash. And then now, here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. The last part.
Hey y'all, it's Rae from Date Night with Walt and Rae. Y'all still ain't listening to the show.
You the main one. I'm turning my mic up for this one. You the main one telling me to stop saying.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I thought you could do something creative, like put beep.
Yeah, I'm a definitely. Yeah,
it's Rae from Date Night with Walt and Rae.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I know. Yeah,
That'd be funny.
It is. It's freaking hilarious because this shit is just. Drops are the funnest thing. I was watching Charlemagne and the Breakfast Club when they originally were out, and I think Webby did a drop. Did you ever hear that at any point?
No.
Man, he was struggling so hard just to say Angela Yee's name and, you know, some of the stuff that she had going on. Like, he was trying to say her name. That didn't work. You know, all that jazz. But, man, last night was a blast. But most of that, of course, will be put on Date Night with Walt and Rae. Be a whole lot of different sounders. We're just adding the imaging onto the show.
Man,
and
you ain't got to tell everybody what we doing. Dang.
I ain't telling
Let them just listen.
True. I guess when they hear all of the different stuff, it'll be cool.
Hey, man, come kick it with your favorite couple.
What's on your mind?
Date Night with Walt and Rae. What's on your mind, Rae? What's on your mind, baby?
You didn't even introduce yourself.
Well, I did, you know, Date Night with Walt and Rae. We are one.
Yeah, but you didn't say it. Usually you see.
I'm Walt.
I'm Rae, see.
So what's on your mind, Rae?
Well, lately around here, you know, we've been getting a lot of scammers, but we do live in Atlanta, so.
It's scammer capital.
It is. Every time I have a friend come here, someone talks about how their information got stolen or somebody tried to pay their T-Mobile bill or any bill with their card and they left Atlanta. Now, that could just be a little coinkydink, but I don't think so. People, they're crazy.
They are. Yeah, but everybody's trying to find a check here in Atlanta or
go to
or
work.
a bag.
It ain't hard. Go to work.
Working is too hard.
Well,
for some
scamming
people.
ain't easy either. You got to put all that stuff together and trap them, and then you got to use your good words. Like, it's kind of hard to scam, I think.
True. I don't have the know how to do all that scamming stuff. You gotta have balls to do that. That's something I don't have. I just want to be honest. I don't have the balls to do that. So that's simple and plain. But what are you talking about as far as like scam? Like, what are they doing? Like, because it's been lately. I think there's been some news reports out and stuff.
Yeah, you know, people getting tickets on their car, and it's really just a way to put your credit card information in after you try to pay the ticket. I mean, but there's a plethora of other things that I could talk about, but that's just one of the recent things.
I did see that article or that story somewhere. I think one of them was like there was a regular ticket from Atlanta, like parking authority, and then there was the fake one. And I think they had like a QR code, which seemed to be what is like easy or simple to do. It's like, oh, okay, cool. I can just easily, you know, do this and everybody will get it. So I don't know. I'm not too big on the whole scamming thing. Do you think the water boys are scammers?
No, I mean, they say they set their price and you give them money and they give you a water bottle. I mean,
or a T-shirt,
something, you know. But when someone's just taken from you, it's like that's that's considered very scammy.
So what would you say, in my opinion, well, not in my opinion, but I'm asking you, what would you say is like a red flag? Like, what would you deem as something he's like, okay, this guy
first you need to see if where you parked was actually a place that would call for you to actually get a ticket.
Right.
And usually they tell you. They don't just give you this piece of paper and then you have a ticket.
Yeah.
Like, usually there's some explanation as to why. Like, I don't know, parked in the wrong. Like, they'll give you some type of way of why you were parked wrong.
Well, and two, just regular, like, do you... I don't know. I see a lot of them, though. Like, I know it's a lot of guys that just be getting credit card information, like, but I don't know what to look. I don't know how to look for, like, the signs that somebody's trying to scam me or something like that.
I mean, I don't know. They are getting really, really good. Like, even, at workplaces, people are trying to get in and get people's information.
Right.
Whether that be your birthday, email address, phone number, different things for people's employees. And now people, you have the VPN you got to sign into, and you just have to be really careful. So, but there's really no tell signs. I mean, there were points where people were sending text messages that looked like they were from your job. Or, you're like, well, wait a minute, I don't get text messages. It's like you really have to just think it through. It's
really tech savvy. Like, I think as modern technology advances, I mean, even the fact that you and I are able to record all of this and edit and publish all of this stuff from the comforts of our own home, I'm sure that there are more complex situations that some people have, I guess. I mean, because if you don't mind me divulging into one of the things that's on my mind, because there's a few things that's on my mind, but like, so they found a suspect that was responsible for sending all those bomb threats to like Howard and Hampton and I think it was Albany State. Like, there are racist bomb threats that have gone out to all of these HBCUs at the start of Black History Month, ironically so. And
definitely not ironic.
Right. Right. Not ironic. But, that is like, I think that's weird. Just the technologies and how people are able to kind of work around the system to either scam or hurt or cause harm to anybody.
Yeah. But see, I don't know. It's kind of weird. I wish we would get a little bit more information on how they got the bomb threat. Like, did someone call? Because that's scary.
Well, they said that it was somewhat of a complex. So they first said that they were children, not children, but like minors. They were like teenagers or obviously of age, but not of age, if you get what I'm saying. And they ran a complex system where they were able to tap into some of these schools' databases and then get in contact. So they sent messages to the school, not just calling, but sent messages to make it seem slightly, I'm messing up over here, slightly untraceable. They wanted to make it like untraceable, but for somehow the FBI got involved. And they even went so far. I mean, the schools on the list is crazy. They had Xavier University, Albany State here in Atlanta, here in Georgia. I think Virginia State was one of the schools that ended up with a bomb threat. Hampton or Howard, one of those schools. I think it was Howard that ended up with a bomb threat. The list is very long, and that cannot fly with me. Being an HBCU student, that just can't fly with me.
Yeah, I mean, the list got bigger over the course of the day because at first it was, I think, only a few, and then it turned into 8.
But this started 3 months ago too.
Oh yes,
yeah. And see, I thought it was because that Travis Hunter kid decided to go to an HBCU over Florida State, but literally right after he declared to go to Jackson State, there was a bomb threat. If I'm not mistaken, I got to check and see what school it was on, but there was a bomb threat at that time as well. Man. Yeah. Make sure y'all check up on your people at your HBCUs. If there's a student or your child and stuff like that, like, make sure y'all check up on them. What else is on your mind, babe?
I mean, that's all
it's all good. I mean, I think too, Nicki Minaj and your boy Kevin Samuels got to talking on social media. Everybody was up in arms about that.
Yeah, it was good. I thought it was good, but a lot of people said, well, she's the opposite of everything that he talks about, but not really.
I'm about to say.
I mean, she's working with a man who is not necessarily like Richie rich. Like, he's not, Drake, Lil Wayne or anything like that.
He's not filthy rich.
Yeah, she doesn't mind working with him. Obviously, she likes him, taking out their personal life.
Yeah. And I mean, too, she was inquisitive. She wasn't trying to bash Buddy or go at him any kind of way. She was like literally asking questions like, hey, I don't know. Hey, I need to know what is this?
Like you said, rate me. And she's like, don't you usually rate? And then, he actually put some explained it.
Yeah.
Why. And a lot of people say, he hates black women and stuff like that. So it was actually a really, really good clip to go see because he kind of goes through that. And honestly, if you watch him, you know that some of these young ladies are just trying to prove him wrong. But I did like how she, came full force with just asking questions, having a general conversation, letting other people know you can have a regular conversation
without it being like without trying to prove. Because she was really, I think, with Kevin and the point that he was talking about where women think that he doesn't like black women. And so I talked to somebody that I worked with, and I had told him that, hey, he was on with Nicki Minaj. He was like, oh, word, how was it? So I told him my honest opinion. And he told me that Kevin Samuels tailored his comments and the way he treats women. This is what the gentleman told me. This is what my coworker told me. He said that Kevin Samuels would have been totally different if he was around another black woman or if he was talking to a different black woman. So I asked him, I said, so you're saying that because he was talking to Nicki Minaj, you mean to tell me that he kind of went away from who he really was? He said, yeah. Do you agree with that?
I don't really agree, but I didn't like about how he got, he kind of was, I feel like nice to Brittany Renner. The way that she answered the questions, I was like, okay, but that's no different than, the other ladies.
Mm-hmm. And he didn't smash.
Like, how she wanted to start a business. And I was like, wait a minute, what you got to say? And he did say, hold up, wait. I'll let you talk. So I know he still feels the same way, but I just felt like he kind of was, and I know she was a guest too, and that makes a big difference.
I think he
circumstances,
learned.
But yeah.
I think he might have learned that, okay, maybe I need to soften up a little bit. I think
he said, oh, see, y'all gotta watch. I don't even want to get into it, but he did talk about, how he asked, why people don't like him.
Right.
And people said it's your delivery. And he was like, well, he kind of was nonchalant about it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I got him. I'm like, if it's his and that's who he is, then why change just because people don't like how you say it? It's
right.
Free.
Yeah. I see
statistics and facts.
Yeah.
You can't be mad about that.
He goes with statistics and facts, and I think what frustrates him mostly, and I can't speak for Kevin Samuels, but if I can go off of what I see, I think what frustrates him the most is the complete blatant disregard for factual information, for emotional validation. So these women want to be emotionally validated by the way that they feel and won't pay attention to any of the actual facts that he puts out about black women, about black men.
Or just look them up. I think a lot of times he just wants to have a conversation on air. I don't think he wants to. He don't want to argue. Way. But some people just be disrespectful, tell them to shut up.
Yeah.
You don't know
over talking them.
Yeah, and it's like, see, you can't be doing that.
So for me, another one of the things that's on my mind, and I know I might sound like an a-hole. So what? Sue me, but we got to tranquilize this grooving gorilla guy. We got to tranquilize him.
I like him because
we got to get him.
He brings happiness. No, he brings happiness. Like that is someone who is truly happy with themselves, truly happy with what they're doing.
I can appreciate that. No, I can appreciate that. I think he is happy with what he's doing. I think he's, of course, happy with himself. And me and my brother said it. Ain't nobody gonna try him. Ain't nobody gonna try him. Who is gonna try him? Nobody. Ain't nobody gonna walk up to him and say, "Man, I'm tired of this dude dancing." He gonna steal off on him. Nah.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
A huge grooving gorilla.
I like it.
Grooving gorilla though,
y'all call y'all
the name just seems weird to me.
Apes, aren't y'all alphas? Y'all be calling yourselves
alphas
apes.
Promoting educations. APE.
Excuse me, shut me up then.
Yeah, there's a reason behind it. Now,
so why y'all be doing that beating on the chest? You can use it without doing all of that. Then,
and so that's just a part of the party hopping stuff. But I'm not going. That's what I'm saying. I'm not going to go hard on boy, but. Hard. That shit is hilarious. Like to see, and then when he comes out of nowhere, just like the bite out of the food, and then the slow grind, and then he just starts shuffling the feet, just a shuffling. tight pants and tight shirts, just a shuffling. I wonder what his DMs are like. Like, I wonder if the ladies are hitting him up, or men. This is, this we love everybody. So, I wouldn't discriminate, but I'm interested. Like, maybe we can possibly get the guy to talk to us.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's a happy person. Everybody always wants to.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people take themselves too seriously. I mean, shoot, I do.
Yeah, she's trying to get me to dance, y'all.
He don't, but no, he want to dance to that one song, but he don't want to dance to what I want to dance to. And I'm not even asking.
You want me to do Chris Brown dances?
No, I do not.
You want me? You want the tipsy one?
No,
it's
iffy. Thank you. It's called iffy. Thank you.
Rick and Morty, let's get swifty.
It's iffy. Put some respect on Chris Brown. Everybody knows I'm an avid Chris Brown fan.
Are you excited for his album to come out?
Yes.
Okay.
I hope it's 40 songs.
Hit me. No, wait a minute. Hit me with the whole situation with the rape allegation.
That was sucky, but
why does this happen all the time? He started to drop an album
because it's just the way that things happen. I guess I really don't know. I do think there is a disdain, from the whole Rihanna situation.
She got her pregnant and gone.
I know, and she's forgiving him too. That's the crazy part.
She don't move really on with her life,
but a lot of people don't forgive. They just don't forgive, and they're not going to forget. And unfortunately, it just sucks. Well, he's a woman beater. And if you look at a lot of what has happened, you can tell that, yes, this does happen every time he does an album, tour, whatever. Mm-hmm. Or you'll find someone saying, oh, I was at a party and he hit me. Like, usually they don't go for rape. They usually go for abuse.
Or sexual assault.
Uh-huh.
So and then we ask for a cash settlement instead of actually taking it to trial.
Yeah, that was a little odd to me, too. I'm like, I need him in jail because I am scared. Right. I would be scared.
Right.
Some type of, But a lot of people on social media, they were looking it up and said they can't even find it, the case or anything.
Nah.
So maybe it's not real.
And that's something I was going to go into, and this is my last thing. Maybe it was me that had a whole lot of stuff on my mind. But
it is.
For me,
I got work.
That is something that Rae has on her mind, y'all. Work, and double work. Rae is working her tail off right now. Are you at liberty of saying what you're doing right now?
No, do not see.
I'm just asking. I got to ask.
That's what I do in my daytime.
I get you.
Don't nobody want to talk about work and date night.
Sometimes we do.
No, what? No.
Of course.
You're supposed to be with your partner talking about other things.
But sometimes work does come up.
But
in
that's
date nights.
every day. You do that every day. Your partner already knows what aggravates you, and they're already waiting for the story. Mm-hmm. And it's date night. That's not the time to be talking about work.
Well, of course, date night is going to be coming up next week. We will be talking about our date night that we went on Tuesday. Well, that we will be going on Wednesday, not Tuesday, but Wednesday. Wednesday night, Rachel got us some tickets to see her favorite. And I mean, she has a lot of favorites, but this is her favorite female artist by far. And I do believe partially because she worked with Chris Brown and wrote songs for him.
No,
yes,
I love 7.
This is what I believe. You ain't got to explain.
That's another reason why I adore her, because half of the stuff because I like the Fortune album, and she wrote a lot of that.
She wrote a lot of that, right? So
she writes a lot of everything. To be honest.
Technically you're a Pollard now, but your last name, your maiden name is Fortune, so I get it. I'm with you on that.
What? That has nothing to do with it. I just love it. That particular album.
Yes, that particular. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I get it. Fortune. Go check the Fortune album out, y'all. Y'all will get what she's saying.
See, you had to bring up that other part.
What?
How my maiden name.
Yeah, you said I'm a Fortune. I was like, hey. Hold on now.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, you did.
When?
I'll run the tape back now. Be careful.
Run the tape back.
I'm gonna do you like Kevin Samuels. Be careful because I run this. But so we are gonna update you guys on how the date went. I got a couple surprises for Rae coming up on Wednesday, so she'll let y'all in on what those are. And this will be like sort of a pre-Valentine's Day type deal. That'll be a pre-Valentine's Day because Valentine's Day. I think it's gonna be crazy this year. Like everybody's gonna be ready to get back outside.
Yep, exactly. Well, they were last year too.
Yeah. And I know for a fact I do not want to be waiting in no one's waiting room at anybody's restaurant
or hospital after you went.
There you go. That's enough. Right there. So I'll definitely keep y'all posted. We'll talk about that on next week on Date Night with Walt and Rae. Of course, I'm Walt.
I'm Rae.
And that was what was on our mind.
Hey, man, come kick it with your favorite couple.
What's on your mind?
Oh boy, look at these two lovebirds.
No. Mel, first date.
Nope, he has a ring on. They both do.
No. Married? They're not married. They're sitting on the same side of the booth. That is not a married move.
Showing off is what it is.